it's Kyle, 9.9 Comics, Chris and Kyle. My good friend Jake Estrada.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Creator of Demon Donuts and Volkas. Don't forget the movie coming out soon. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be good.
Hi, welcome to 9.9 Comics with Chris and Kyle.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Chris, and today we'll be talking about comics getting released on Ash Wednesday, February 14th, 2018. I think that's also Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah, I think so.
What a crazy day.
I haven't celebrated that since elementary school. So. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you're taking this today.
I just keep seeing stuff on Facebook about all these holidays coming up in February. I'm like, I thought February was the lamest month. Not lame for comic books, though. So, coming out of DC, Supergirl variant by Stanley Lau again. Exciting things I've heard about the new Mirror Run getting Stanley Lau variants.
Guys,
Super stoked about that, being, huge Aquaman fan.
He is the cover god.
Moving on from there, something that was in contention for the no-brainer, Dark Knight's Rising, The Wild Hunt #1. So I believe this is the last of the standalone issues of the Dark Knight's Metal series. Obviously, you still have Metal #6 coming out later on. So this is a big deal. This is where they're going through space to chase down the Justice League members. So that's going to be an exciting book to have. We also have another one that was potentially in contention. Sideways #1, another one of the DC first new character created out of the Metal comics, similar to Damage and the Silencer.
And this guy can create riffs and go anywhere he wants to.
And Damage sold really well. The Silencer did fairly well. So obviously DC's on a trend. We expect this one to do very well. Plus, it's a #1. You definitely want to have it for in the future.
Right.
We also have Deadman #4, Neil Adams. So that's exciting.
I believe it's written and illustrated by Neil Adams.
Yeah. So that's exciting. Deadman's been doing great, and it's just nice to have him back in comic print, honestly, for me. We also have part 3 of Milk Wars, I believe.
Yep, correct.
Shade the Changing Girl and Wonder Woman #1, so that's exciting. Milk Wars has sold out every week in store. It's doing very well. It's a huge deal. So make sure to get yours while we have them. Moving on from DC, we're getting into Marvel. We have Star Wars Thrawn coming out, so that's exciting. Love Thrawn.
Right.
And a contention of never mind.
Are they technically retconning him? Because I thought they wiped him from chronology when Marvel bought it.
Sort of, but he, I think, pretty sure there was mention to him in the extended cuts of the remastered series.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I know he came out of the extended universe, but yeah, so basically it's a retcon to some extent. Anyways, cool comic run. Thrawn is literally the most ruthless admiral the Enterprise had outside of Darth Vader and the Emperor, basically. So that's exciting. I expect there to be a lot of dead rebels. Old Man Hawkeye #2 is also coming out. Old Man Hawkeye has been doing fantastic with the first issue. It's a great read. Definitely pick it up. If it's anywhere near as hot as Old Man Logan, it's a good piece to pick up.
Everyone I've talked to that have read Old Man Hawkeye, I have it open up to the second page, but I've been reading so much that it's just been sitting there. But I talked to Mickey. He said it was phenomenal.
And then we also have Doctor Strange #385. Is that still Donny Cates, or did he switch over to the new one?
I honestly haven't been keeping up with Doctor Strange. I just got his opening issue. I've been paying attention to Thanos, though.
that's where it's at with those, was Thanos.
I'm pretty sure it's still
Donny Cates. Okay, it is still Donny Cates. I know he is also writing like 6 run that's coming out, so I wasn't sure if he'd switched over yet or not.
All right, so getting into the independents, we're going to start out with Aftershock with their release of Cold War #1. This is a new comic coming out. A little synopsis on it is: Panacea Cryonics offered its customers life after death by keeping their heads frozen like Disney until the day technology could rebuild them, free of disease and death. However, as these everyday people from the past are revived, they're not handed the keys to a new life, but a gun, body armor, and an ultimatum. They must fight in a war against unknown opponents for unknown reasons to secure their place in a brave new world that doesn't want them around. From Christopher Sabella, writer of Blue Beetle, Kiss, and Vampirella, and Evolution, and Hayden Sherman, artist of The Few and John Carter, The End, comes a story that had to be told at Aftershock. That's a really new idea. I'm definitely going to read that one, pick up the #1 on that. And then they also have Baby Teeth #8 coming out. Baby Teeth ramps up and gets more and more interesting every single issue. And it's an apocalypse type demon Satan thing. I can't put it all into words. You have to read it, guys. But that's it for Aftershock. Moving into Boom, we have Judas #3. Judas has been doing crazy. They sell out the day they are released. You got to make sure you come out the day this comes out if you want an issue of Judas. Then moving into Dynamite, we have Xena #1. That's right. Any of you 80s, 90s, 70s kids who watched Xena growing up or back in the day, a little synopsis on that is the path to redemption is never easy, and the journey of a warrior princess seeking to wash the blood of innocence from her hand is no exception. Xena travels to Athens to plead for redemption in the temple of Helios. But some things can never be forgiven, and the shadows of past sins are long. Will Xena find redemption or betrayal waiting for her in the temple of the gods? So, tale of redemption story for Xena. Pretty interesting. I personally have never read a Xena comic before, but I mean,
I remember the show.
Yeah,
but I've never
the show
read a
was so
Xena
great.
comic.
Yeah, I
But
love
it's
Xena.
getting put out by Dynamite. Dynamite loves the barbarian chicks and barbarian comics,
Right.
so it'll be good.
Yeah, there's no doubt it's going to be good. I can't wait for it personally. But that's it for Dynamite. Moving into Valiant, we have Bloodshot Salvation #6. It's going to be the start of a new storyline. That means a trade is going to come out soon, and we'll have a Bloodshot Salvation trade. The first storyline is Bloodshot trying to find Magic's father and to make him pay for what he did, which is basically, I'm not going to talk about it. Moving from there, we have Image, which they're doing crazy stuff this week, guys. Starting out with a comic called Death of Love #1, just in time for Valentine's Day. But for those of you who kind of don't like the lovey-doveyness of it, this comic is for you. Love sucks. Philo Harris is going to do something about it. After gaining the ability to see the Cupidae. Is that how you spell Anyway.
Cupidae? Yeah. That's what I'm assuming is how it's said.
Cupidae is basically Cupid. That make love work after a particularly bad drunken decision. Philo ends up going to war with love itself with a chainsaw. And the cover I just showed you guys a picture of Philo with a chainsaw. He's going to be sawing these Cupids in half.
Yeah, he's going to be chasing little cherubs down with a chainsaw. I mean, what is better than that for Valentine's Day?
Correct. Tis the season. And then we have Port of Earth #4, and moving on from there, we have Paradiso #3. They're all continuations of comics we've told you about that are burning strong. That leaves us with only one more comic, which is the 9.9 no-brainer.
That wasn't that loud this week. I'm happy. I brought earbuds just in case, but I hadn't gotten it in time. So
yeah, no, I'm saving it until you don't have the earbuds. Don't worry about it, buddy. I'll scream in your face another day. This week is a milestone. It's actually Kick-Ass, and it's not Kick-Ass number 3. It's the reboot of Kick-Ass in the Image universe. Image bought Kick-Ass from Marvel, and they are doing their thing. It's going to be Mark Millar and John Romita Jr., the originals, hitting it up. I mean, it's Kick-Ass. If you haven't heard of Kick-Ass, go outside, turn on the TV, go on the use the internet that exists. But yeah, it's Kick-Ass, guys. I really. I'll give you this.
Switch over to the summary.
Yeah, why not? I'll give you the synopsis. I honestly forgot I had this. It's just Kick-Ass. I'm like, yeah, we're done. Kick-Ass is back, ready to wipe out the city's criminal lowlives, destroy its gangs, and save its communities from decay. But there's a new face beneath the old mask. A new figure wearing the famous green and yellow spandex. Who is his new vigilante superhero? Who can fill Dave Lazowski's shoes? Who is the new Kick-Ass? Find out in the new first issue of this new ongoing monthly series. Comic Book Legends, Mark Millar. Yeah, I already said that. So, in summation, new Kick-Ass. New Kick-Ass. Number 1. Don't miss it. But I think that's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment.
Let us know what you like. Let us know comics that you picked up that we recommended that you really liked.
Right.
And any improvements that you might think we can do.
Speaking of that, check it out. If you listen to us and you bought Infinity Countdown number 1, you would be the proud owner of something that immediately went into second print the first day. So, cover A specifically, this one.
Which, something going into second print first day at Marvel is kind of the biggest news.
Especially it's not like it's a small deal. It's the build up to the Infinity War. It's one of the mountains Marvel carries.
The only other thing that I can think of that did that was I believe Thanos with Donny Cates.
Thanos, yeah.
So that's huge.
Yeah, right. Things are turning around there. I'm really enjoying what they're doing. Yeah. But with that,
all right. See you all next time.